why don't we let everyone say hi and say where they're from, where they can find them, any interesting or cool projects they're on. Let's start with Heliodor. I don't think we've started with Heliodor yet.
Oh, hi everybody, it's me, Crest, pronouns he, him. You can find me on Poster with just the word Crest, and then you can find your way to my other socials. I am the producer and primary game master of the podcast Many Stories, Many Games, where there's always another story to be told and a game to be played. And I am playing Heliodor, the... Hold on, I forgot the exact order. Ithean Kisk light singer who awakens dreams.
Yes, perfect. All right, Z.
Hi, I am Kayla, justkay, DM Dalliance. Depending on where you find me on the interwebs, you can find everything that I have in my link tree, which is justkay, because justkay was already taken. You can find me as the general manager at Underground Oracle Publishing, doing a ridiculous number of things for the 3 people that work there. You can find my personal DM Dalliance stuff through the link tree, with fun free things that include a subclass for a barbarian who heals people by screaming in rage for friendship. Or you can find me in various projects like Adventurers Domestic Handbook, subclasses Revivified, and many, many more things. Excitedly, also in a stream next year called Villains by the Hour, which is Magical Girls Villains. So that will be coming out February. And keep an eye out, because we'll also have cast calls for post-apocalyptic dragon hellscapes, for spooky supernatural, and for some Hallmark holiday movies. One-shots that are coming out. But yeah, everything else, you just follow me on social, you'll see a bunch of stuff coming out beginning of next year.
They sound so related.
Yeah, so many related things. It's not like my brain goes ping, 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 ping.
All right, Jayke. Not Jake, they, sorry.
Hello, my name is Jayke. I am playing Vey, the Kelf Blight Slinger, who is kind of a passive-aggressive medic in his free time. You can find me in various projects from Fragment Press, Homebrew for 5e, and things like that. Right now we are working on a TTRPG engine that will come out sometime next year. And that's most of the stuff you need to know about me. You can find more at the website.
All right. Malcolm.
Hi, everybody. I'm Malcolm, also called Alex Newman. You can find me on my website, 7Minute GM. You can also find me at the Philadelphia Area Gaming Exposition in about 2 weeks, where if you love this stream and think to yourself, gosh, I wish I could play Harrow the Blighted Plane with one of the handsome people who is on that stream, well, friends, you can, because I am running a game called Looks Like We're Going to Need a Bigger Boat at Philadelphia Area Gaming Expo, and I believe there are a couple of seats left, so please join me at the table. I also am just started on Start Playing, so look for that. I'm mostly running a Old Gods of Appalachia Western Marches style campaign, so you can come and drop in and drop out as you need to. And in the long term, I am working on a divine role-playing game, not the actor, the celestial role-playing game of demons, devils, and angels, powered by the Cypher engine.
Awesome. All right. And Jens.
Hey, g'day guys, how's it going? My name is Marlon, pronouns he, him, and I play Jens Pulsar, the Kelf Blight Slinger who rides the blight. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. What I like about blight singers, I get older, they stay the same age. You can find me doing a whole bunch of different projects in the link that ZealZaddy's dropping below. Some really cool things coming up. I did one of the characters in a dub of the Mads Mikkelsen Danish crime movie Pusher, which is a trilogy that will be coming out. I'm also going to be appearing in a first-person shooter game that's coming out soon. Can't talk much about that, but for those tweens out there, if any tweens are watching this, probably not, the new season of Mermaid Magic is dropping, and I play one of the characters. Guess which one, and win a prize. The prize is my respect. And finally, for those of you who like Skyrim, I voiced several characters in the Skyrim mod, Skyrim Revoiced. So I'm all around. Check out my links, see what I do, and send me some love or hire me for a project. Anyway, let's get to it. Back to you, Scott.
All right. It sounds like everybody here has just fantastic stuff on the horizon. I can't wait to see all of these things come out. Z, do I lean on you for reminding us of what happened 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, if I only have to do 2 weeks ago and not the entire experience.
Yeah, just 2 weeks ago.
Okay. Yeah, so we were out in the water and we're like, this is cool, guys. And then we figured out that someone was following us and it wasn't so cool anymore. And then we started getting swarmed by bugs on deck, and we made the non-sailors deal with that while we kept us in a heading. And then we started getting bumped around by something that was under the water. We kept kind of like seeing it a little bit, but not much. And it was definitely like fucking up our ship a little bit because we started leaking water sands. And we had to panic patch a bunch of stuff. Apparently there were 2 giant things in the water getting frisky, and we just were in their frisk zone. So that was fun. We ran into some of Malcolm's former colleagues in a thrice fire that was coming the opposite way, who helped us when they continued on their way to distract the ship that was following us. And we managed to make it to West Haven and to the Chrysalis settlement true home. And Zai panic explained things to the crew to be like, it'll be cool, guys. I got this covered. Don't ask too many questions. I got this. It's fine. And did proceed to make deals with the dockmaster for booze in exchange for repair and board at the docks. Berth at the docks, I think is technically the verbiage. And during all of this, Heliodor started having visions related to the kit tech that they were given by the crazy old lady with the bugs. And including whipping Zai in the face with their tail during one of these hallucinations while Zai was asleep. And Zai introduced Jens and Vay to the little brother and to their mom, and was chastised like a teenager who definitely got home after they were supposed to, and found a parent waiting in the dark. And we ended with Heliodor having some sort of episode, eyes rolled back in their heads, having probably some sort of vision but being unresponsive, and Zai, Vay, and Jen sitting down for food with her mother and brother. And
that was a perfect and a very quick rundown.
And
love that.
Yes, was it one
perfect.
episode or like
No.
And scene.
I never want more than one episode, just as a reminder. Heliodor, you are sitting in the down below on the ship, and you are seeing visions or something, and then after all this time, they had come in and out several times. There's that person again is sitting across from you, and this time they lean in close while you're sitting there. Can you hear me now? And you've never had audio come from one of the, like, you've never experienced audio coming from one of these visions in this, from this device or this magical item. Not magical, this blighted item. Before this, you couldn't hear anything.
Heliodor is going to test something.
Okay.
he thinks at this figure, touch me and I will hit you.
I won't touch you. Are we alone? I can't see outside of just you, and I don't.
And what you do makes it hard for me to actually see straight. So I don't know the answer to that question, and that he will actually say aloud. And I don't know if he's going to say that out loud in the real world either.
Well, Malcolm is down in the room, and you see Heliodor starting to talk to nothing, and you hear this happening.
Right. So Heliodor says, "I don't know if we're alone in the room." Right? Correct, Heliodor?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm here. Can you see me? Hey, Heliodor?
Heliodor, you don't see Malcolm, but you hear the voice of Malcolm. It's almost like this whole space you're in is a sort of a dream state, which you're not unfamiliar with.
Without missing a beat, I lie to the figure in front of me and say, "Yes, we're alone. What do you want?"
You're going to bring other people with you, right? You can't come alone. You need to bring others. And you see sort of almost like someone painting out from where she's sitting a scene of a beach, which you had seen before. You had seen this, when she first made contact. Although it almost looks like there are crystalline lines or facets and cracks to the scene as it expands. And you see behind her a mountain that seems to rise up. You don't see the whole mountain, you see part of the mountain. Can I get an intelligence check from you, please?
Okay, just because it has been a bit of a hot minute, since I have an one on edge, I add a +1 to my roll, yes?
Yes.
No.
Well, if you use it. If you choose,
When using it, that's a 3.
you don't have a +1 unless you use edge to lower the cost of my brain farted.
The
Right,
DC.
the-
Lower the cost.
Lower
Low
the
cost.
difficulty.
Right, the difficulty, right.
No, I rolled a 3. I'm not going to use it. Okay.
Okay. And you see sort of the image wash back towards I'm growing weaker at the moment. I have to go, and it's like it just washes back into her, and then she's gone, and you see Malcolm standing in front of you.
Crouching over you, but yeah.
Okay, so audio can reach me when I'm having visions. That's good to know. And I actually look straight at you properly.
Okay. Are you talking to me now?
Apparently, a Kitiara is getting a hold of us. My apologies if I'm butchering that name. I forget what they're actually called. Or did I get that right?
Close enough. Kitaria?
Yeah.
A kit is sending you messages?
Yes, they're apparently from that magical island we're heading to.
Well,
Isn't it? They said I'll need to bring a crew with me for help, apparently. And I give you a fake grin.
well, you have a crew that's going with you. So I guess that's good, but the kit are bad news.
Yep. And I'm still giving you that fake teeth-bearing grin.
Yeah. Well, we'll wait till the others get home and maybe scrub this entire mission. I don't want to get involved with the kit at all.
Yes, but if a calamity descends upon us, and the history books will say, this crew had the chance to stop it, but didn't.
Oh, that is true. There is a chance for glory and fame.
And we know there's one certain person from this crew who will not turn that down.
Well, I mean, there are a couple sensible people. We'll wait and see what the others say. But you're right. I'm all in.
Fate willing, the others are having an easy time picking up supplies and aren't going through anything heartbreaking.
I'm sure they're having an easier time than we are.
And at that, we'll jump to Z and Jens and Vey at Z's parental home.
My nose is itching. You get that feeling somebody's talking about you behind your back.
And Grain reaches up to try and scratch your nose, but is too far. Is not able to reach that high. I'll get the itch.
Oh, you know what? You come on up here. And I'm basically, he's going to ride me like Yoda rides Luke.
Yeah. A little bit heavy.
Scallywag.
A little bit heavy
Yeah.
for its size because they're crystalline and like
Yep.
weighty.
No, it's all good. I'm just, yeah. Jens is a couple of inches shorter now just because his spine is being compressed.
Right. Can I get
Yeah.
a perception check from you, Jens?
All right. Can somebody roll?
Can
I got
Vey or
Oh.
Z, can you roll for him?
Yeah.
I got it.
All right. So you got
Oh, a 15 on the die.
Okay.
I'm rolling real well.
So
Yeah.
far.
You notice something in Z's mother's eyes, like maybe just stared a little too long, or like with their eye just a double take on Vey, and then turned and said, "Little Grain, why don't you go get Z's friends? Let's have if we're gonna have food tonight, and we're gonna break bread with friends, we need to get her friends here. Can I take Jens with me? I think that would be a great idea."
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Jens, remember what we talked about.
What? Yeah, no, I won't throw him into anything. It's fine. Oh, by the way, hey, Vey, I just pulled Vey aside. It's like, can I just confer with, I just need to remember what you told me, okay? I pull Vey, and it's like, hey, listen, look.
Yes.
Yeah. Steve's mother thinks you're really hot. And I think she wants to bone down. Now you gotta play it tight and easy, alright? You don't want to cause an incident. Basically, anything she asks you to do, like any style, you do it, alright?
That's what
You don't
I
ask
said.
no question. That's not, hey, we are not part of this conversation. Hey, listen, it's rude to butt into a private conversation. It's a conversation between me and Vey. Now listen, Vey, if she wants to get nasty, you gotta get nasty, you understand? Now look me in the eyes. You're gonna get nasty. If she got to do it, you're gonna do it.
No.
I have taught you nothing. And then I just leave.
And this entire time, I'm giving Little Grain the rundown. I'm like, okay, you're in charge. You make sure Jen stays focused, gets to the ship, gets everyone, and gets back here. He's not allowed any detours. Do not listen to him. You're in charge. You're the oldest here, okay? You're the smartest. You're in charge. And I
He's
give
still
him
on
the
my
rundown.
shoulders as you're doing this.
You
Yeah,
get a thumbs up.
And I give him the name of the ship and where it is on the docks, and I'm like, if you have trouble, find Xylar and ask him what's going on and point you in the direction of this ship.
And he looks at you from, you didn't bring the rest of your crew
No,
for
well,
bread breaking?
we had to fix it, so we left some to start getting it fixed while we came and saw if Mom was going to
But
be
I don't,
totally mad at me.
We don't know your crew.
Oh, they're swell. I mean, Malcolm's kind of weird, but everyone
We'll
else
send
is
word.
cool.
If you can deal with gens, you can deal with the rest of them. They're actually a lot better than gens.
Modka,
No offense, gens.
should all the crew
Hey.
come? And Modka looks at you for a moment, almost questioning whether you. When Modka looks at you, Z, like questioning about whether the rest of the crew should be invited. What do? Because you know the question. You can see it in her eyes.
Yeah, so since the ones that are left behind are kind of the ones I trust to be the most level of the crew and to cause the least amount of shit, I'm gonna give her the look that I've given her whenever, like, Foss asks if he can bring friends over and, like, names the couple of friends that, like, are chill and won't destroy the house.
All right. And she goes, Z, why don't you go get the friends from your ship? I'll spend a few minutes with Vay while you're gone, and just talk about the shipping business.
I don't.
Go on, go get the rest of your crew.
I get it. Your Matka wants some privacy. Yeah, come on now.
As soon as we get outside of the door, I'm gonna take Foss off of Jen's shoulders. I'm gonna look at Foss, and I was like, okay, you remember how we were practicing being sneaky and spying and, like, listening into the adults?
Yeah.
Okay, I need you to go do that right now, and if things get weird, I need you to just, like, barrel roll into the room and go, ta-da!
Oh, no. Jens and I, we're going to get your friends. We'll see you in a few minutes. You'll be right back. This is more important. Your friends they'll be so excited.
Okay, yeah, you and Jen
Mom,
can do that. I'm
Mom
gonna
sent you.
I'll be so
I'm
excited.
gonna, like, shoulder roll around the building.
Hey, little Grain, your sister's weird.
Yeah,
You're a real
I know. I
weirdo.
love it.
Yeah.
You're weird, and
It's great.
and he pulls on your ears. They're so long.
Yeah. Oh God. Oh. Okay. Yeah. All right. Now ears are not for touching. Okay. So I'm just gonna pick you back up and put them on. Oh. Is there any place that I can get like a massage around here afterwards? You are
Suddenly,
heavy.
how Zai lifted you out of the water stands and back up to the ship makes so much more sense.
Yeah. God, you people are strong. Okay. Off we go to the ship. Go
And-
into the ship.
The two of you start heading out. Z, or I assume you're heading to go get the rest of the
just,
crew.
I sent Jens and Voss off. I'm gonna shoulder roll behind the house and, like, do, like, try and do like I was when I was younger, to sneak into the house without Matka knowing. And just hope she's distracted enough I could listen in.
Okay. She says, "Vay, come on in. Let me get you some mushroom tea. Or do you drink mushroom tea?"
Yeah, I suppose I can. It'd be rude to decline such an offer.
Spiced?
Why not?
Hard spiced? And she lifts up a bottle of what is apparently some kind of liquor.
A little too much. Light spice, and I would greatly appreciate it.
And she says, "Have a seat."
I walk in and I kind of give a courteous short nod and take a seat.
And she makes a tea very, very quietly and doesn't look at you at all, just sort of is paying attention to the task at hand. And she brings a couple of teas over, and she puts the bottle there too, and she pours a little in hers. Stirs it. Cats. And dogs.
Angry.
Yeah, they're chasing each other around. And she goes, "Your accent." That's all she says.
What about my accent in particular? Is it You're wondering where it's from?
Yes.
Well, it's been a very, very long time. But I grew up kind of on the outskirts of whatever the can't recall the name, where all those uptight people live. So I grew up around people who had much more manicured speech than myself, and so you pick up here and there a little bit.
It sounds... Forgive me if I'm wrong about this. It sounds a little bit like a masked Icean accent.
I don't try to mask my accent in particular, but I suppose I've known Iceans throughout my travels. I could have picked up a couple turns of phrase. In fact, we have one aboard our very ship. So maybe I picked it up from them. I wouldn't be too surprised. I try not to pay too much attention to how I speak.
She pours a little bit of the spice into her glass and a little bit into yours. Drink up. Puts her drink up to ching them. It's a crystalline glass, by the way.
So it's like see-through, almost transparent, or translucent?
Yep.
Okay.
And it looks like it has some costliness to it.
I'll ding and take a soft, a very, very light swig.
She drinks. And she drinks it gently and then throws it back. And he puts it down. You have a familiar-ish face. And she starts pouring some more tea for herself.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Generally speaking, I don't have a particularly striking figure. I'm sure I've looked like many Kelf that have possibly been around. I don't know how many visit, of course. I am not privy to the area, but...
Have you been involved in politics or anything like that?
I have dabbled in the sphere many, many, many years ago, but I am quite disconnected from that part of my life.
What about your parents?
Don't know what's happened to them. I kind of knew them in my youth, and one day life changed, and I'm not really sure what they do anymore.
You don't think parents are important, or they weren't important in your life?
I think parents, generally speaking, are very important, and I'm very happy that Z has you to talk to. I think that's a very good thing to have.
And that makes
No
her
matter
laugh hard.
I'm sure it does. I mean, every parent's relationship with their children can be one way or another. Mine were not particularly fantastic, but they did what I suppose they had to do.
Z, can you make me a stealth roll?
Yep. I'll do that, and I'm good at it. I'm trained in it, in fact. That is a 17 on the dice.
Okay. Z and you did make me laugh because Z doesn't actually listen to me anymore, not in many years. Z is of their own mind, and I don't think I intrude much into their thoughts anymore. But that doesn't mean that I don't find opportunity where it is to give advice that I know will be ignored. Is that the relationship you had with yours?
I wouldn't say so. I knew my family very well, but we were not. I wouldn't want to say distant, but more emotionally strained as you and Z may be. We were a lot more of conflicting minds and conflicting ideas.
Hmm. You look like someone that I knew when I dabbled in politics for here. In politics that crossed borders. A woman by the name of Cavern. I mean, a woman by the name of Sarath. Would that ring a bell?
Doesn't ring any bells to me in particular.
And she throws back her drink.
Did they have a family name, perhaps? I'll also throw back my drink.
And she looks up like she's thinking, like trying to remember back. Valender, I think.
Kind of. They looks up at kind of the ceiling, studying the boards, thinking for a second. The name's familiar. They may. I think they studied Blight or something of the sort. But I did not have too much knowledge of what they did in particular. I think they sponsor some of the kind of academics to teach people how to use their natural blight. I believe I had peers that knew them, but I don't know them very much myself, just by name.
And she gives a long stare for a moment. Outside, where Jens is carrying Little Grain, you get maybe 50 yards from the house, and Little Grain kind of looks back and goes, "Do you have any more of that candy you were going to give me that Z took from me? I want to try all the new candy."
Do I actually have the candy?
Well, the ones that you were going to give him are called sticks, and they were...
Oh, cigarette. Do I still have some?
Sure.
I will not have to murder you.
Z knocked out of your hand.
Yeah. I won't have to. I won't have to murder you because my mom will.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Your sister told me specifically that you're not allowed to have them. I think it was something about you being misbehaving.
And his mischievous smile turns into just a rock hard grimace.
Yeah. I mean, I would if I could, but I'm under strict instructions. I can't do it. But don't worry, I got something even better. Don't worry, Little Grain.
No.
So you listen to my sister, huh?
Oh yeah, she.
Your
generally
first
has
one.
it switched on right.
And
Well, I mean,
we need to go get the rest of the crew too.
you can find that they listen to her just as much as I do, even more perhaps.
All right. Well, here's our first stop, and basically, you're stopping at house after house through a little neighborhood, and the first one you stop at, Little Grain goes, "Wait here. I'll knock. They won't know who you are." Knocks on the door. The door opens, and they look out and they see you at first. And then Little Grain's like, "I'm down here," and they look down. Oh, and they look back at you, and they look back down. "Is everything okay, Little Grain?" "Yeah, Z is home, and Matka wants to have a meal. Wants to have dinner. So are you coming? Should I let her know?" And she leans over. Who is that? "Oh, that's one of Z's new crew."
Who am I looking at? What am I seeing?
You're looking at Kotar, who is also a chrysalis, and sort of if a chrysalis that looks maybe like they've aged, some of the color is not as bright, and there are a few cracks or fractures in the structure of their form. Yeah, we'll come. Should I get everyone else that she knew? You could get back to your mother. Oh, no, we got to go get the rest of the crew. But that would be great if you could get the rest. And she waves at you.
There. Jens Pulsar. I'm part of Z's crew.
And she comes out. Nice to meet you, Jens. And she... Actually, Z, what would be an appropriate greeting that a crystalline person would give as someone who plays one? Because I don't think a handshake makes sense.
Headbutt.
It's not a headbutt. I think especially in the chrysalis element, since we're all minerals and things, but we're all a little different mineral. And we know that blight exists and people can do illusions. I think it's almost like a forearm to forearm grab, but with the intention of like bringing the two materials together to like check what sound is made, because True Home is a little insular.
Getting the vibes.
Like, is this actually a chrysalis or is this like not?
She puts her arm out and she brings it further than the hand, and it almost like rings against your skin, but it doesn't make much sound that you hear.
Yep, those are my bones. Yep, that's it. You got my bones.
Those are internal, yes.
Yeah, they're my inside bones. You got, a little different structure from yours. I like your sheen. Sorry, is that rude to say? I was told I was under strict instructions, to not cause an incident.
I would. It's not a concern. Just make sure that I didn't know who I saw Little Grain with, and I was like, And it's good to meet another crew.
Guy, right? Who's this handsome guy just hanging around with little Grain? But we would appreciate it if you got all the crew together, because apparently Matka, am I saying that right? She wants to get everybody squared away, have a nice little meeting. She's with one of my other associates, Vay, at the moment. So maybe we want to give them a little bit of privacy. I think they're having a heart-to-heart.
Oh, she knows this Vay? They've been in crews together?
I think she's about to know him very well.
Oh.
About to know them very well, yes.
Oh, I mean, she is very good at extracting information that's needed from people. So I suspect that will happen, yes.
Yeah. No, I've been around a lot of folks who are good at extracting information. Yeah.
Yeah, especially in her days when she represented the area and to the Four Nations when they were negotiating trade practices.
Oh, wow.
Trade pacts between nations at different times.
So she's been around. She is a chrysalis of the world.
Oh, yes. And I would say retired at this point, if that's a less active.
Her best days are behind her?
Less active
I wouldn't say
than
that. Less active. Yeah, I know how it is. Yeah. No, that's not. Yeah, I think we're both saying exactly the same thing. We're on exactly the same page. So what I'd like you to do, if it's not too much trouble. Sorry, I didn't catch your name.
Kotar.
Kotar. Yeah, lovely to meet you. So if you wouldn't mind gathering the rest of the people, then Lil Grain and I was told by Lil Grain that there was new and interesting candy to try out. So I was gonna, take them around, show them a few things.
Little Grain said that you needed to gather the rest of her friends, of Z's friends.
Do that for sure.
Or
yeah.
Or to get your crew from the ship you came in on.
Yeah. I'll be that. Well, we're gonna focus on gathering the crew. You can gather your people. Little Grain, is that all right? We leave that to Kotar.
Oh yeah, that's fine. Kotar knows everybody.
Okay, well, Kotar knows everybody. Well, that's good enough for me. I mean, if Little Grain vouches for you, then, I just met them, but I already feel like they are swell. So we're going to go mosey on over to the ship and go find our
Okay.
other crewmates. So that's Heliodor and Malcolm, in case you meet them before we do, which is unlikely, but just giving you a heads up. And we're going to go see what's up.
All right. Can you hold on one moment?
Sure.
And she goes back and yells into her house, Ambra, come out, come out. And this other crystalline looks similar facial features but younger. Can you make sure they get to the ship and back? They need to go get Z's crew. I'm going to go get everyone else. And he goes and high fives. I don't think a high five is right. Like hands cling together, making a certain vibration that is kind of piercing. And
Gives me tingles.
can you escort them to the ship? Make sure that they get there okay. I wouldn't want anything to happen to Little Grain on the way. I mean, not that that I don't trust you, Jens, but I just met you, so I'd rather make sure there's another person going, if you don't mind.
Totally understandable. Listen, I am a stranger in a strange land. This is your wheelhouse. This is your hacienda, as they say. So I'm just going to go follow your guys' lead.
And they go with you. And Kotar starts going down a different route through the town. And you
How
get
old is Embra? Sort of like an adult?
more like a teenager.
Teenager. Okay.
Yeah. You're friends of Z's.
Yeah.
Associates.
Yeah, absolutely. Associates, you could say that.
What kind of
Cigarette?
trouble has he gotten you into? Sure. A stick.
Stick. Yeah, sticks. Yeah. Oh, you're
Sure.
familiar with these?
And he looks around. I mean, as long as no one is watching, yes.
Oh, it's just our little secret. Don't worry, I ain't gonna let Z know. Hey, Little Grain, turn around.
And Little Grain spins in a circle.
Yep, that's good enough, I guess. All right, I light it up. It's like, so Ambro, listen, this is your hometown. You know any place a fella like me might be able to cut loose a little bit? 'Cause man, acting straight-laced is really like riling me up.
There's a dance hall.
Dance hall. Okay.
Yes, they have dances every weekend.
All right, all right, all right. Is it the weekend now?
It is not. It is a day out.
What they do when it's not the weekend, Ambro?
We do trade.
Right, right. Yeah. No, fair enough.
It's not exciting on the other days.
Oh, well, don't say that. Listen, in my experience, kid, and I say that as a term of affection just because I happen to be older than you. It's not to belittle you in any way, but when you travel to as many different places as you do when you're crewing a place, every single place has got its own interesting things, and every place you grew up in seems boring. But then you come back later. And then, oh, hey, all of those people who made fun of you in school, well, they're in dead-end jobs now, and their best days are behind them, and they're like muckraking down the fields, and you're real cool. So listen, I think the thing is to get out and then come back, and then the old boring hometown don't seem so boring, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I can tell you, though, that when there is a dance, everybody in town's there because it's,
All right.
it's where you meet.
Hey, all right. So like lots of not business discussed there is just like a social occasion.
Nobody would discuss business while they're at the dance. That would be, it's just the wrong vibe.
Yeah. Oh, I like it. I like the vibes. All right. Good. Okay. So it's just a social occasion. People are letting loose, having fun.
Yes. That's it. Only fun.
All right.
And-
All right. And is there, any kind of social strata that I should be privy to as a newcomer?
I don't know what a strata is, but
levels, Emperor, levels. You know, people who's the high muckety mucks, who's the lowdowns. You know, like or is it all sort of on the level? Because I come from a very level.
Everyone's sort of this on the level here. You can dance with whoever you like, as long as they allow it. As long as they allow you to dance with them.
Consent is king, my friend. Consent is king. All right. Well, nice. Well, I hope that we are around long enough to experience one of these fine dances of yours.
You'll be here tomorrow if they're gonna have a dinner tonight.
Okay.
There's no way that you will probably won't be able to walk home. The drinks will flow hard.
Yeah, I like the sound of that. All right. You know, I think you and we're going to be good friends. Now let's get to the ship. I want to show you around, show you what Z's been doing.
Yep. And you get to the ship, and Malcolm, you and Heliodor, what do you do in the interim between Heliodor's vision, or whatever it was, and the time when Jens returns? Because there is some time in between.
Did Malcolm have a particular task in mind, or no?
Do we still have the repairs going on? Are there still carpenters on the ship?
No, I believe they went off.
No.
And it was checking afterwards that.
Okay.
Yeah, they were going to return the next day.
All right. I have had bad experiences with the old tech. Do we want to look at this thing?
I took a look at it earlier, or at least I think I took a look at it earlier. I don't know if I was staring at the ceiling when that happened, but okay.
I don't remember you taking a look at it earlier. It's still in the smuggler's bunk, unless you moved it because you wanted to keep it away from Jens.
Well, that and just to keep it safe in general, but yes. No.
Right, keep it away from General. That's, yeah.
I meant what I said earlier about taking over a hornet's nest.
Mm-hmm.
Let's not aggravate the situation. I think I'm just gonna lie down for a bit.
Suit yourself. I will be up on deck taking the air and also, checking over the weaponry. Right, I am skilled in ship's repair, but the carpenters are going to handle the leaks where the ship was damaged. But I would like us to be prepared should we come across anything big like that again. So make sure the Manticore is in good shape. Make sure also, because people have been chasing us, and I am at heart, still part of the Armada.
Yeah. And the good thing is your ship is well armored, especially for its size.
Yeah. Wouldn't have it any other way.
You probably would have definitely been damaged more had you not had that armor. It would have been a much riskier venture. And while you're up on the top checking things, you see Jens and two other people that you don't know coming to the ship.
An adult-sized person and a kid-sized person.
Yes.
All right. I will come on down and time things such that I am at the top of the gangway when they are sort of approaching the bottom.
Permission to come aboard, says the little one.
It's cool. They're with me.
Sure. Come aboard, child.
I'm Little Grain. I'm Z's little brother.
Oh, well. Where is she? Where is she, Jens?
I can explain everything. See, we went to see Z's Matka. Me, and Z. Matka's taken a real liking to Vey, you might say, so they want some private time with them. So they sent Z and me off on a mission, and Z's going off and doing her own thing. But Little Grain and I have decided to rally all the troops, get them through, because they are going to have a big dinner over at Matka's house. And it's going to be great. From what I've heard, there may be dancing at some later point. There will definitely be libations, and there'll be just some of that good home-cooked crystalline food. Actually, y'all don't eat rocks, do you? You eat rocks?
Not only rocks.
Okay, I'm going to need some clarification on that later. But the long and the short of it is there is a feast. We are invited. And I don't think it's one of those invitations that you can refuse easily without causing a stir, Malcolm. So, yeah.
Well, hadn't planned on it. Heliodor is down in his bunk sleeping. He's had a bit of a rough afternoon. I don't like to leave.
Do you have sticks?
I pull out a dowling peg. Yeah, sure, kid. Have a blast.
He takes it and looks at it. And looks at you, Jens.
Yeah, that's what I meant. That sticks. Yeah. Enjoy. Just put
Thank
it
you.
Here. I'll show you. I grabbed the stick, put it in my mouth, light the end on fire, and I was like, okay, now you.
What the? Okay.
Go with it. It's a whole thing I don't have time to explain, Malcolm. Just go with it.
It's a tool, kid. It's a tool. You use it to hold a rope in place. See the holes in the rail? You put the rope in, you put the peg in. It also means...
I thought it was like adult candy. And that's when it dawns on you that it was probably,
Oh, those. Fresh out. Sorry.
All right. And he hands the peg back to you.
Great. Put it back on the rail. But it does mean, if you ever need to hit somebody, there's always something around to hit them with.
He takes it back then.
Thanks, Mal. Wow, great babysitting, Mal. Not that you're a baby, Little Grain. You can make your own decisions. All right, let's go see Heliodor. Heliodor, come on. I'll show you the rest of the ship.
He follows. And Ambra, he kind of stayed back at the bottom, at the base of the gangway. Doesn't really go on the ship. If you need anything, Little Grain, just yell out. I'll be here.
You still smoking the stick?
Yeah.
All right, we head down to the hold.
Okay, you see Heliodor down there. Heliodor looks like they're resting.
I'm laid out on my bedroll and I have an arm thrown over my face.
Hey, Little Grain, you want to wake Heliodor up? I think somebody needs a special wake up from you, Little Grain.
What's his name again?
Heliodor.
Hello, Jens.
Oh,
And then-
you're awake. Good.
There's a big bounce on the bottom of the bed, a pretty weighty bounce, and kind of lifts you from the bed a little bit. Although it's not really a bed, it's more of a hammock, but you get the idea.
Shift my arm slightly to reveal one eye, which opens, and I look at this small child who's probably just sitting there. Hello.
You're with Z2?
Z is a part of the crew I am on, yes.
You're invited to dinner.
I am not feeling well tonight. I shall have to decline. And I cover my eyes back up.
I speak through my clenched by Heliodor. This isn't one of those optional invites. Z gave me specific orders.
Then Z can come back here, or armed with a weapon, and drag me to dinner herself. I'm not going.
Okay. Hey, Little Grain, you reckon you can lift this guy?
I don't know. I could try.
Deep
Yeah, give it a
Heliodor
go.
let out a deep sigh. He sits up and he says, "Little one, go return to the deck for a moment, would you?"
Okay. And he
Yeah, skedaddle, little Grain.
looked like he was about to grab your foot to start trying to pull you or lift you, but then goes up. If you need, and he looks back at you, Jens, and he goes, "If you need anything, let me know. I'll be able to. I'll hear you."
You got it. As of today, you are my second in command, little Grain.
And big smile and goes upstairs.
I make a come hither motion to Jens.
Yeah, I lean in. It's like, "What's up, Heliodor?"
I grab him by the collar and I begin close. My powers are on the fritz today. Hey, I have been tripping balls at least twice, as far as I know, and there is a potential calamity on the horizon. Again, if Z wants me to come to dinner, she can come here, and she can threaten me a knife point herself. But I am not coming. I am resting. Capiche?
Didn't have to be like that, but all right, tell her.
Do you want me firing an energy blast in the middle of town willy-nilly, potentially?
Who you think you're talking to, buddy? Don't sound like that. But you're right. I mean, the consequences would probably be, I don't want to be responsible for us getting kicked out of another town. All right,
He would murder us.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
she
she
wants to murder
was.
you on a daily basis, as far as I know. And I lay back down.
She just doesn't know how to show affection properly. You know, threatening to murder me is just her love language. All right, now head back up decks. Mal, our crewmate below decks is very, recalcitrant. They are demanding that I bring Z herself, so I guess I have leave to go around town, see if I can find Z.
No.
No.
No. I mean, I don't know where we're going. I don't know where I went or they, and you do. And you were sent here to get us. You can't get us, but you can get me. So we'll head on back to.
All right. We'll go to Matka's house.
Matka's
house, yes,
right.
Matka.
You know Matka?
He don't know Matka. He knows Matka by inference. Malcolm is very good at inference.
Okay. We should get back. Food will start soon, and once it gets going, it just keeps going.
Yeah. Come on, Jens. Nothing worse than lukewarm rocks.
Oh, yeah. Can't imagine.
Yeah. We don't only eat stone.
Great.
You okay? Yeah, you can. You know what, Little Grain? When we're on the way back, you can tell us all about your favorite foods. How about that?
Salt is a mineral.
That's true. Yeah. Okay. Salty rocks. It is. Delicious. I look forward to getting space gout.
And
okay.
And you start heading back. Back in Matka's home,
I completely forgot that was still happening.
So, are you interested in doing politics also, like the people I had mentioned? Is that in your blood?
Not for me. I know very many family members who went into it, but not my place in space. I'm a big fan of like drawing, artistry, things of that nature. I keep a little notebook. I draw the places we go, but I'm not particularly interested in the squabbling of people who I don't normally interact with on a 95% basis.
Then maybe I'll ask you something else. Zai is quite capable at political maneuverings, but has so far refused to enter the arena when they're needed there, and the town needs them, because we need representation of people who go the distance, who sail the distances, not just local fishermen and local scavengers. We need people who can really traverse the water sands and can have conversation that expands our presence in other places through trade. Do you have any actual influence with Zai, since your parents didn't seem to have enough with you?
I would be lying if I said I think I have any sway with Zai. They are a very... How do I put this? Objective-based person. And if their objective is not the objective that you have, tough luck, is what I've learned. However, you do say that, and it does make a lot of sense with how much she commands the rest of the crew around. She definitely has an apt for getting people to do things and having various forms of conversing with different people who need different forms of conversing. I mean, you met Jens. Must I say more?
Is she not the captain of the ship?
It's kind of a toss-up. I would probably say she co-captains it with another one of our shipmates. Although
So
she definitely takes the mantle of captain the most.
So she's quite capable of negotiating and
Generally
working communally with another. So there is potential for those political maneuverings we were talking about.
There's definitely potential, but I don't know if pushing her into it is the correct decision. Someone might not know they are as good at something until they have recognized it themselves. External motivation is only going to take someone so far. I've learned that plenty enough from my parents. And so I don't know the situation you and Zai are in emotionally, familially. But I think the more you give them space to bring up
I've given them the world. How much more space could I give?
Well, in what sense are you giving the world?
I allowed them to leave of their own accord. I gave them money they needed to discover the world. I've done nothing but give them space, and I feel that space has been expanded beyond the typical bounds of our place. Are you interested in money as a way of finding influence with Zai?
I'm unsure what you are saying. Interested in money.
Oh, how wonderful of you to not know what I'm saying. Somehow I doubt that you don't know what I'm saying. I've been doing politics with my late husband for forever. In some places, this would be seen, and she takes her glass and pours more of the hard spice in, chinks your glass on the table. They would call it a bribe in some places, and throws it back. Now, are you going to drink more, or are you going to act like we're not having a conversation that matters to both of us?
I'll fill up my crystalline cup again. And then just down it in one go. And put it back on the table.
Are you interested in money? Would that grease the skids of trying to put some influence on Zai to follow in their own family's footsteps, and away from just scavenging and finding treasure, but also in creating treasure, in creating long-lasting relationships with other nations? Wouldn't that be more exciting anyway?
Vay's just kind of study the room and think for a moment.
And there's a knock on the door. Oh, damn. That was quick. One moment. She gets up, looks at you as she walks past you. Like, not just walks past, but looks down across you as she goes to the door, and there's someone there. Can you give us 5 minutes? Okay. And she comes back. All right. Where were we?
We've sent the other members of the crew, as well as Zai, off to grab other people from the boat.
They'll be here shortly. I'm sure of that.
I may not have sway with Zai in any sense. Money or not wouldn't change that. I'm not quite a conversationalist. Although, we do have someone aboard you might want to talk to. Their name is Malcolm. They're pretty striking. They'll stand out. I don't know if they'd be willing in such a task. In fact, I would bet probably not. But unfortunately, I do not think I can take up such a mantle. Not because I don't think it is something that is important, especially to you and how close your family ties are to you. I don't think I'm the right person for this particular job. And then I'll fill up a glass again, and then slowly drink.
And she puts her finger to the back of the glass and helps push it back. I think you're still... Your mind is still weakened by the loss of Abelinus. And she walks to the door and opens it. Come on in, folks.
It's us.
Yeah, it's not you yet, but you see other people gathering in front of a door, and people start pouring in, and then you're showing up behind.
Okay.
And you feel this party start to pour in around you, Vay.
I'm gonna like shoulder roll to the back of the group around the house and act like I was there the whole time.
And people come around you, Vay, and they're like, oh, there's somebody here already. Hi, I'm in it. And people just start introducing themselves, and there's just a bunch of people, and feels very festive.
This is all happening on the lawn and the front.
Yes, and they're pouring into the
front porch.
Yeah, mm-hmm. and the first room of the house, sort of a gathering room, and it doesn't go deeper than that. No one's going back into anywhere where people sleep or anything. The kitchen and the big room are one room, but Zai is also mixing into the group.
Yeah, I think before I get mobbed, when everyone realizes that I'm there and starts recognizing me, I'm just gonna sidle up to Vay and be like, "We're gonna need to have a talk later."
Certainly.
Zai! And someone comes over and they ching their arm with you, and there's this loud piercing sound that shatters glass almost.
And eventually I say hi to Umbra too, and I'm like, I hope your older sister's still not mad at me.
Everyone's mad at you, but it's okay.
Yeah.
I think there's some of your crew, and they're looking out the window. I think some of your crew is coming. Little Green is with some people, and those look like people from the ship.
Yep. And I'm just gonna like smile and nod like that. That family member that's been gone, and this is like the first family reunion they've been to in like 10 years. It's like, yeah, let me hear all about your kid who just started kindergarten and I have no interest in it. Yes? Uh-huh.
And Malcolm, you and Jens and Little Grain and Ambra all amble up to the house, and it's just a party, and people start greeting you, and Little Grain's introducing.
I stop on the doorstep, probably causing, a couple of folks to slam in behind me.
Okay.
Can I see Zai? I mean, inside?
Yeah. Zai is inside. Vay is inside. Vay has an odd look to their face, I would say.
I was about
Likely.
to say, definitely. Very thinky.
Yeah, and someone's been drinking. But at least I'll catch Zai's eye and Permission to enter?
I will use that as my excuse to like disengage from whatever
Okay.
village person is trying to tell me about something I don't really want to listen to, and go over and make sure like the rest of the crew gets in the, and like I'm like, yep, this is happening.
All right.
But good food, good drink. Please keep an eye on Jens with me.
Yeah, of course.
We'll and she like does a head count and like send food back to Heliodor later, I guess.
He is indisposed, so that would be most kind of you.
And you just hear Zai under her breath go, "Lucky son of a bitch."
I tried to bring him in, but the dude tried to choke me out. So.
And he really wanted to be here, but he is indisposed.
Yes, he wanted to be here so badly.
And
all right, let's get some grub. What am I looking at? What's the fix?
And there's no food yet. It looks like people have gone into the kitchen and are starting to cook. And they actually cook not rocks, although there are like salts and grains like that, but probably used as spices more than anything. But they're cooking with, it looks like they're cooking with vegetables and mushrooms and things like that, and a little bit of meat off on one side that seems to be maybe set aside for the non-crystalline people. Kind of in my mind, I don't see the crystalline people as eating animal meat, but vegetables, mushrooms, and all that, fine. And you can see pots are starting to come to heat, and it smells like real cooking is happening. And there is a table that's rolled out that has liquor, and there's a keg of mush that's brought in. And this is like how good parties start.
I'll grab a bottle off the table, realize that nobody else has grabbed an entire bottle.
No one's done that.
Pour myself a glass of something, whatever it is.
I think Zai makes a like sip it motion because she knows you can handle your liquor, but this is a little extra.
Mm-hmm.
See that? Jen sees Zai doing that, and Jen sees Malcolm having poured himself a bottle, and it's like, all right, if I was to do it first, I'd get yelled at. But since Malcolm's done it, so Jen pours himself twice the amount that Malcolm's poured.
Mm-hmm.
And it goes like this to Zai. It's like, sip, yep.
And
a big sip of it.
And Zai's mother comes over to you, Jens, and goes, "You look like you can dance."
Why, yes, I can. Who's asking?
Well, they're going to clear the front yard in a little bit, and we have some interesting dances you may enjoy, and I hope that you have fun with them. It's a sort of a collective dance done in a circle. We call it a wheel. And you switch partners as you go. It's really fun. I think you'll really enjoy it. Sort of a way to get to know people that are new.
A group thing, switching partners, everyone getting into it together. I like it. Yeah.
Yes.
I've partaken in a few of those ceremonies myself as a younger man. Let me just limber up and I'll get to it.
It's just a dance, not so much a ceremony. And she smiles and winks at you and turns and back to the crowd.
All right, hang on. Barely touching the toes. Okay. Come on, Jens. All right. And Jens makes his way out, sort of doing some stretches as he does.
I think Zai will make eye contact with Jens as he's leaving, and just remind him that she has both her cutlass and her forearm blade and her short hand crossbow.
I'm just like, Jens is like pointing at the Monica, and it's like, well, when in Rome, it would be rude to say no.
Sometimes, Jens, a dance is just a dance.
I know, but
All right.
you didn't see the way she winked at me, so.
They're hard to read.
Yeah, they're hard everywhere. All right, bye, Malcolm.
Have fun.
Malcolm, one thing that you do appreciate is the quality of the crystalline bottles is just so amazing. These bottles are just beautiful. They look like they're just carved from crystal or glass, something just perfect. Beautiful facets. It makes every, the liquor and whatever it is are always interesting. A little light behind them is just beautiful. And you've seen them for sale in places, but they're always very expensive. This is like a costly kind of thing, and they're just on the table there in quantity.
There in the Armada, there were humans who sort of made a point of showing how badass they were by like drinking out of skulls, and a little bit for the I mean. It's not my skin, so I don't care. But it's a little disturbing. I guess leather work and stuff like that. Sure, why not? Work with what you got. And my understanding is that they're good with stones. Better with stones than most.
Yeah. Zai, your mother comes over. I'm glad all your friends are here. Looks like we're going to have a great party. She puts her arm around you. No, not around you. Against you. I know it's going to be a rough night for everybody because they haven't had our drink before. So some of them are they're not going to make it through the night very well. So I'm going to get beds ready for everybody so if they need to sleep, there'll be room. Thank you for introducing us to the rest of your crewmates.
Yeah, I know I haven't.
And you're kind of in a crowd too. It's not like you're alone.
Yeah, I know I haven't been home for a while, but it's not because I don't like home, Mom.
Sure.
And she just uses this awkward moment to just she has one of the crystal balls. She's just going bottle and not cup.
Well, I got to get the food. Make sure the food gets done soon enough. So enjoy the party.
Definitely
she goes
also
back.
Keeping an eye out for a couple people because while everyone was a little mad at me for leaving because I didn't really say goodbye, there are definitely some people that probably are more mad at me for not saying goodbye.
What are you doing, Vay? Oh, sorry.
I was Malcolm will catch Zai's eye and make the first place. Everything okay? Gesture.
I think Zai will respond with rough waters ahead.
Okay.
But not here yet.
All right. Any particular dangers you want to point out?
I think the obvious one you see her eyes go to Jens and then down to the alcohol in his hand and then back up to Jens.
Dancing in the corner.
And in no time, even as you're looking at Jens, you see that a couple of people from the village have come over and they look like they're heading to start talking to Jens. Cute, attractive, interested in the party, but you know how the town is. You know that this looks like a house party, but it will for sure turn into a street party within an hour or two. Yeah, it'll expand way beyond the bounds of the house.
I have no doubt everyone else is going to get knocked out from not being used to this alcohol, despite the high tolerance. The reason this stuff is expensive outside of Crystal Settlement.
Yeah. Heliodor, are you continuing resting, or are you doing anything else?
No, he's just gonna rest because meditation might not help him right now, so he's kind of just going to rest. I'm not sure if he'd actually fall asleep because guard duty, but he will at least try to get some shut-eye.
Okay. All right. Why don't we take a few minutes break? We'll come back to a great party. Back at the party, Jens, you were out on the porch, and you see that unexpectedly, you like the way that the parties happen here. It is drawing, like, everybody that you could think lives near this to what is growing pretty quickly to potentially a street party, just filling up. And some people come over and start talking to you and just sort of asking who you are, where you're from, like all the kind of small talk that leads to more talk.
Yeah. Well, I'm a bit of a rambler, I'm a gambler. I guess you could say, I'm a winner, I'm a grinner, I'm maybe a bit of a lover, a little bit of a sinner. I like to play my music in the sun, personally. I don't know about anybody else.
And wear copyright stripes.
Yeah. No melody.
Not with saying it. We're good there.
Yeah, no melody. Okay.
Yeah.
Jen tells some of his most his best-selling anecdotes. And it was like, and that's when I said, "Hey, that ain't a mushroom. That's my cousin."
A small crowd kind of fills the space around you, and you see out in the street some people are coming with, it seems to be musical instruments. So you can see that it looks like they're starting to set up for the party to get going harder, and the moon is starting to come up, the sun is starting to go down, and you get like that feel before something good. Just that, like, oh, nice. And as a matter of fact, not only do they come around you, they even bring you like drinks. Like they'll bring you a drink to keep the conversation going and keep hearing your stories. It seems like this is a place that loves to hear the conversations of people that travel. And then it turns into they also travel a lot. And it doesn't turn into a one-way conversation anymore. It grows into multifaceted conversation. And there's humans here and Kelfs and probably even a few Hisk are here outside of the ones you came with. And it's like a really multifaceted community, and everybody comes and then the beats start. And then it goes. And from outside you hear it. It's not super loud from inside because of the walls and stuff are kind of blocking it.
All right. It's like, hang on, I think they're playing my song, right? They're playing my song. All right, let's get into it. And I sort of like stop moving rhythmically.
So in Miami, there's something called Casino de Rueda, which is salsa done in a circle, and you switch partners, and somebody goes to the center and makes the calls and when you make the changes. And you don't know a lot of the moves, but all the people that you come across, they know them all, and they kind of guide you through it while you're learning it. And when you reach the next one, there's always some kind of like a kiss to the cheek, or if it's crystalline, like an arm-to-arm thing. So there's like a physical contact kind of thing that happens every time. And each one of them sort of whispers something about themselves that you didn't know. And you realize that's part of the dance, is like sharing secrets or sharing information or news or things about themselves that seem to be, maybe it feels like it's just for you, although there's so many people, there's no way it's just for you. But it sure feels like it. It really makes you feel good in the dance that they're all talking to you and giving you secrets. Secrets.
All right.
Are you doing the same?
Can someone roll for me to see how loose-lipped I'm being?
I got you. 16.
16. Jens has enough wherewithal in his head to know that he doesn't want to give away any potentially incriminating secrets that could come back to bite him later, or any really deep personal things, but he can divulge enough about himself as like, I think he can tell, because it's public knowledge at this point, it's like he can tell them of his rivalry, of their rivalry with the was it Amon? Was it Amon? Amon?
Yeah, Amon.
Yeah, rivalry with Amon, and how.
And they know Amon.
Yeah. Okay. What's the vibe? What's the vibe with?
Oh no, they're happy about it. It sounds like they're happy about it.
Okay, cool. So I divulge it as like, and I actually set a little fire. I tried to set a little fire on his ship. Didn't catch. Wish it had. But you know Amon, right? Come on, you guys know what he's about. Yeah. So I basically divulge here and there, and but nothing that could sort of incriminate the rest of the crew, or that I think would completely screw up our reputation here.
And as you're dancing, you hear in these sharings that, first off, Amon is not well liked. People have said it's not like Amon hasn't set somebody else's ship on fire in the past. It's not like it's a new thing. You know, it's fair play. And they kind of expect him here soon. He's a few days late. Like, he should be in town soon. So, you know, just be careful if he does come around.
Probably not anytime soon.
All right, cool. Well, I'll keep that in my dome, and when I get a moment alone with Zai and Malcolm, I'll relay that information. But for now, Jens is kind of looking around to see if this secret sharing is a pure social construct to get like good vibes going, or whether it's going to trend in a more intimate direction, which is kind of his whole wheelhouse.
Yeah, I'll let you know as you go.
Yeah, okay.
Inside, Zai, all of your friends are coming up to you, and they're basically devouring your time. So there's very little time for you to converse with the rest of your shipmates or anything. It's almost all, you know, them coming and greeting you, but also trying to find out what happened to you, why you left the way you left. How do you want to answer those questions? You're on mute.
You're muted.
You're still sounding muted. Let me see if...
Yeah, your mic.
Oh, now I hear you, but it's very quiet.
You are very quiet, yep. Something unplugged?
No, nothing should be unplugged.
Okay.
Now you're good.
Now I just switched and then switched back. That's all I did. Computers,
Technical
man.
difficulties.
Okay.
I think Zai shares some of the more like savory, sanitized things that the crew has done. Big trade deals, big water sand finds, maybe helping out some stranded ships, like those kinds of things she'll share because those are like good PR moments for the crew. Yeah, good PR moments. And you know, she kind of like she'll like dodge the "why did I leave the way I did" questions and just kind of like instead be like roll into a story to distract them because she knows like what they really want is more than likely like stories of getting out because not everyone leaves and they always love hearing stories of people who go out on the water sands and come back. Even if you go deeper into the, you know, Great Oasis, they always ask for stories when you come back. So she just kind of like dodges the like, why did you leave like you did? Just kind of disappearing. And just gives them sanitized, good PR stories of the crew.
Do you have any skills with lying or deception?
I, in fact, do.
Can I get a deception roll?
I am trained in lies and trickery.
Can I get that roll?
Who isn't in this part?
And if you aren't, why?
Yeah, I was like, We do so much lying.
Except Heliodor. Heliodor Prize.
That's a
Probably
12.
not. Okay. So you get the feeling through the night that some of the people buy it, some of the more attuned individuals are skeptical. Vey, what are you doing?
When Malcolm kind of came in earlier, I've been kind of very quietly, without drawing attention, trying to become kind of his shadow. Just following him around, not interacting with anyone, just trying to follow what
You can't not interact with anyone.
Well,
Like, they won't let you.
that's fair. Yeah, I would try to minimize it as much as possible and just follow Malcolm wherever I go, even cutting mid-conversation to do so.
And Galen finds Malcolm. That's the woman you were speaking to. That's Zai's mother. Galen? Maybe I had it wrong.
The one we call
Gavin. Right. I hear that you're one of Zai's crewmates.
I'm Malcolm Keel.
Oh, Malcolm. They spoke highly of you. Where are they? I don't even see them around here.
He was here a moment ago.
It's a party.
And a lovely party.
Thank you. When someone returns from the sands and brings their crew, we celebrate. We find joy in returnings. What do you find joy in?
Travel, exploring new things, meeting new people, making my mark on the world.
What mark have you made so far?
We've made a interesting name for ourselves in the recent race. And we have some... we've attracted the trust of some people who prefer to be discreet, but we work for them. So, more to come, I suppose.
So you're on a mission then.
At the moment, yes. A commission.
Oh, wonderful. I hope it pays well.
I hope so as well. Zai usually handles negotiations.
And there's like a dramatically long pause when you say that. Mm-hmm. And their eyes kind of, you know how when someone who goes into deep thought for a moment, they just sort of glaze for a moment?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. They spoke highly of your negotiating skills also. So this ship then, I don't know what the crew complement is. It sounds like you could really do quite a bit of negotiating between the two of you then. Do you sometimes also do negotiations?
Of a different sort. Zai is good with individuals. I'm better with crowds.
Like Jen's, and she points through the window, and you can see Jen's is out in the middle of a circle, dance circle, and there's all these people kind of swinging through them, one after another, and they seem to be having a great time, like that.
Jen's gift is to make people happy. My gift is to make people effective.
Ah, very interesting. Have you made Zai more effective than when you met them?
I like to think that Zai and I have made each other more effective. We certainly have complementary skills.
Do you think Your ship, whatever it's named,
The Grinning Jack.
will return here again someday? Or will this be the last time that we get to spend time with Zai?
No one ever knows where the winds will take us, but I believe if we can pick our own ports of call, we'll certainly come back here. This has been a very warm welcome.
Okay. Well, I hope you enjoy the drink. Food will be coming any moment, so make sure you pace yourself. The drink can be a lot stronger than you think. It seems soft. It hits hard.
Thank you for the warning. May I assist in the kitchen in any way?
They could probably use a hand starting to bring out bowls and plates if you want. Or, better yet, it would be really good if you could get people to start gathering for the food. Because it is very hard to make the party pause for a moment to take in some nutrient.
Where would you like them to gather?
Outside, people are bringing tables. They'll be gathering there. The dance, of course, won't stop until the food is actually on the table. So whoever's actually in the circle, they're probably going to stay there until the food is actually served. But everyone else, it'd be good to get some help getting the dining organized.
It would be my honor.
Thank you.
I sort of sketch the beginnings of a quick military salute, which sort of turns into half a bow and something slightly awkward.
And she puts her forearm to yours, out for you to tap.
Yeah.
Yep. There's like a sound, but it's not like...
Yeah.
It's not the kind of sound would be if they were crystalline people.
No, I'm meat.
Yep.
Great. I'll head for the outdoors, and once Matka has walked away, I will look to wherever Vey is hiding, because I know where he is.
Yeah, he's over there.
Yeah, right.
He is over there.
Behind that potted plant.
Yes.
Perfectly shaped potted plant. Right. Perfectly fits their torso.
Yeah. Yeah. And nod to the great outdoors. I'm fairly sure that they overheard everything anyway, but it's a party, it's loud. And I'll head out and see if tables and benches and such are being set up, and if I can assist in any way.
They are being set up.
Good. Efficiently?
No.
Then
Kind of in a ramshackle manner.
Then I will begin to direct gently as possible, but I will make sure that things get put out
Okay.
in the best possible layout and as quickly as possible, so that people
Right.
You don't need 5 people to carry that table. 3 of you can carry that table. 2 of you can carry that smaller table. And if you can't carry that smaller table, why don't you get those benches? They're light enough.
And the movement happens. Back at the ship, Heliodor, you are resting. And you hear, you're dreaming or sleeping, and you hear a tone like a dull hum that sort of like, I don't want to say reverberates, moves like a wave, like a.
Which direction did it originate from?
It sounds like maybe it's coming from the smuggler's hold.
There is a moment when Heliodor kind of like stirs a bit. He looks towards the smuggler hold to confirm that this is where the wave is coming from.
It stops the moment you open your eyes and wake up to it. Maybe it was just in your dream. Probably just in your dream.
I stare and stare some more, and then I just lay back down.
Okay. And you sleep. And sometime in the middle of the night, you wake up and you realize it really is the middle of the night. Like it could be 3 a.m. or something like that.
All right.
And there's a nice coolness to the air. You know, it feels good. And you hear a chirping. Almost like like insects chirping.
Once more, I get up and I look around.
There's a nice orangey glow from the blippers, and their legs are rubbing. They're rubbing their legs, and it's making this chirping sound that is pretty damn loud.
Heliodor once heard somewhere that sometimes if you put a blanket over a cage with holding a bird, it'll quiet the bird down. And so, thinking along that line, he goes to grab Jen's blanket, stops, goes, ew, no, grabs Vay's blanket instead, and
Wow.
And when you go over there, you realize there's a little sliver of moonlight coming through the cracks of the floorboards above that are just enough to put some moonlight across the cage. And as soon as you cover that little bit of the moonlight, the chirping stops.
hush the limbs. You'll be flying free under the moonlight soon enough.
The hum starts up again. And it just sort of fades after 10 seconds.
Hold on one second. I'm trying to think if I should do the bed or not. I can hear you, but I won't. And I turn and I walk away.
Okay. Where do you walk to? Back to bed?
Yep.
All right. Back at the party, Vay, you are trying to avoid everybody, it seems.
Most specifically Matka. Like, every time they're even remotely near, I go the exact opposite side as far as I can.
You get the feeling that Matka may know where you are sometimes and just allows you to not be noticed. Sometimes. And the tables are getting set up outside. You hear Malcolm kind of directing things. Matka goes into the kitchen, and you can see that the food is getting ready to get going. Jens is in the middle of all this dance, and Jens, you are learning not only the steps, but you're learning the calls from the person directing it, like to the point that you probably think it wouldn't be long, and you'd be able to direct these yourself. Like, they're not that complicated, and they're really meant to draw people, into close contact and communication. So that makes it easy and fun.
Okay, I feel like Jens' confidence. You know what? Let's do it. Let's do a roll. I want to do a roll for Jens' confidence. I've had several drinks at this point.
I got this one.
Go.
A 2?
All right, everybody, come on. All right, put me in, coach. Put me in. All right, get through the melee. Stop falling out.
And one of the girls you're dancing with pushes you into the center, and the one who was calling it steps into the circle where you were, and you are now in charge of the wheel.
All right. All right, everybody, raise your hands in the air. Let's go. Let's keep it going. Let's get it. We're feeling good. We're feeling good. Now you and you. Let's go and switch. And I say whatever like lingo I've learned.
Yeah,
I get
and
people switching around.
And they're trying to follow it, and you've been drinking, huh?
How incoherent is he?
And then everybody now made a crystal switch, and then all the people made of stone clink your arms, and then all this, just a hiss now, twine your tails, yeah, that's right, let's go.
You feel they're following based on gist more than words at this
I'm gonna
point.
stop whatever I'm doing and just watch. Just like I've stopped caring what the hell's going on over here.
And now everybody turn around and look at the person opposite you, and then wave at each other. Yeah, that's right.
And Malcolm, you see the food starting to roll out to tables.
All right, I will leap up onto a bench and sort of clap my hands above my head and say, hey, there is delicious food coming out here, and it would be a shame for it not to be eaten.
That's an introduction to food. And,
All right.
and people in the circle.
Hey, all right, food break, everybody. Food break. Let's go. Let's get some food.
And a couple, probably 3 or 4 people, like take your arms and they lead you to a table. Let's sit together and eat. And they like take you to the table.
Let's do it. Okay, are they all crystalline people, or are there some hidden,
Nope.
some kelps? No?
Yep, good mix.
Yeah.
How many of them look young and nubile?
That are like
That are sort of glommed onto gens.
all of them.
All right. I walk up behind gens and say, the members of the crew have been asked to eat together.
Malcolm, hey, everybody, girls, boys, ladies and gentlemen, this is the guy, right? Put my hand around Malcolm. Malcolm, you didn't tell. Come on, give me that face. Give me that face that shows you love me, man.
I show him my teeth.
Yeah, that's the one. This guy, right? You know, I don't care what anyone says. If they call you a stick in the mud, say you got a rod, a command shoved so far up your ass it's coming out the top of your head. I don't care if they call you a rules lawyer, anal retentive, obsessed, OCD motherfucker. You are all right with me, okay?
And
You're all right with me.
And you're all right with me. At the
All
moment.
right. Yeah, all right. You know what? Come on, sit on down. So everybody, this is Malcolm. Malcolm, these are my new friends.
Well, that's delightful. It's a true pleasure to meet each and every one of you. Unfortunately, we have been summoned elsewhere for dinner, but I'm sure that Jens will be back afterwards.
And Little Grain takes your hand, Jen, and says, "Yeah, you'll be eating together with Mama, not Mama, with Matka."
I can't say no to you, Little Grain. Come on here. Get on to Malcolm's shoulders because my spine is already too compressed.
Oh, I'm going to eat out here with my friends, but I'll show you where the table is. And
okay, I wave goodbye to the ladies and gentlemen that I'm around because Jens is an equal opportunity guy, and it says
they wave.
I'll see all of you later. All right, don't wait up for me, but don't do nothing I wouldn't do, which isn't a lot.
Nobody's going to sleep.
Beautiful. I like that. That's excellent.
And you're all
right,
taken into the house, and there's a table, near the kitchen that is set up for, just the crew and Matka. So there's 6 chairs there, and everybody gets a seat. There's a little crystal in front of each one, different colors, and she comes in. Come, have a seat, please. Jens, I see you're enjoying our drink. You should pace yourself a little bit. It can be a lot stronger than you suspect.
Oh, Jen is the soul of moderation.
I see.
That's right. Mr. Straight-Laced Jens Pulsar. That's what they call me. But I will put my drink down for the moment.
Some water here, please. And they bring some water over. Just one glass. That should be enough to kind of calm it a little bit. Don't worry. You can pace yourself. You've got all night. I like your accent. Where is it from?
I grew up in a little community. Was it Carabundi? I sort of one of the offshoots of the Carabundi groups. Got a freewheeling around, but we, circus folk mainly. Y'all have a circus here?
We have had circuses come through. That has happened.
Bingo, bango, yeah.
Not in a while, though.
Well, the circus has come tonight, baby. Oh, sorry. No. What I mean to say is that I have inherited a certain set of special skills that make me a delight to people like you. I have a dab hand at juggling, dancing, prancing, acrobatics, and a little bit of music. And I learned all of that from my fine folks at the circus where I was brought up. Woo! Man, that alcoholic brew is potent. I will take a water. Thank you, Monica. What was your question again?
Have a seat.
Will do. I sit down.
So, I did want to take a few minutes to just sort of converse a little bit about, my child being on ship with a crew that I don't know and didn't grow up with. Here, when you join a crew, generally you join a crew of people that you grew up with and that you learn from together, and you ply your trade with friends that come from your background. Not always. Zai has never been that person. I do want to say only a few words that will come across perhaps uncomfortably for Zai. And she lifts her glass and she pours some hard spice into it. I want to say that I appreciate the crew that you have found, that the ones that are here that I've met seem to be respectful of you. They seem to be protective of you. One of them wouldn't even take a bribe to spy on you for me. I gotta say, that was almost a tearjerker. But your family and friends do miss you here and would definitely appreciate tales from your travels, with your voice, not letters, not written correspondence, but coming home sometimes. Grain misses you and acts out on it sometimes, and would appreciate, having their big one here. I would hope that you, as you weather the storms out on the sands, you learn and grow and realize that plying your trade is also an opportunity to help those you've left behind. And that at some point, you'll realize you could become the voice of those who don't have your wherewithal, who don't have your interest in traveling at that distance. As a trade port, and as representing many trade ports, it's important for us to find people that can work the political lanes as well as the trade routes. And I know you don't find a lot of interest in it yet, but I'm hoping that you will find it at some point. It is actually as interesting as navigating by starlight. It's as dangerous as fighting a ship from the Armada. Hopefully you're not doing that at all. And it is as rewarding as finding a haul on the beach of an island that will soon disappear. Sometimes. We care for you, and we hope that we can feel your vibrations from your travels, and that you feel ours when you're lost or in a dangerous place. I want to ask your friends to please do what you can to take care of each other. And Zai, there is a bit of a recklessness that runs through their crystalline structure, fractures here and there that bring danger to themselves. We'd like them to return someday with all their pieces intact, nothing broken off. We appreciate every crew that comes through. Enjoy the party. I hope that I haven't offended anyone too badly yet, but there's time. The evening is young. Let's eat. And she sits. And the food is there, and it smells really good. It looks like it's not like food that takes a long time to cook. Like the vegetables have some crispness to them still. They're cooked, but they're not like soggy. And in a lot of ports you go to, it's just stews and things that are, slow cooked and take, they become soft, but they lose their flavor into the melange of all the flavors. Here, everything tastes like it has a flavor of its own. Not like a raw food, but like a well-cooked food done on fire, done, quickly rather than just a slow boil, which there's something really nice about that. Everything's eaten, the greens, the root vegetables, mushrooms, sometimes mixed, sometimes not. Everything's spiced well, and there's some real... one thing that is interesting is they do eat a lot of spicy and bitters types of vegetables. So there's like chilies and stuff that they seem to not even feel. Like the crystallina don't even feel it. But you can tell when you eat it, there's some heat to that.
Jambalaya, well, this is delicious. I gotta say, when Zai was... I'm speaking to Maka and anyone else present. I got to say, when Zai told me about your particular society, I admit, an egg on my face, I didn't know what to expect from your cuisines, because I have not had the pleasure of partaking in meals with your people very often. But this is some of the best food that I've eaten in a long time.
Yeah.
You're a charmer.
We eat a lot of mushy crap on ship, and this stuff has bite back to it, which is nice.
Toothsome, I think they'd call it.
Yeah.
Yeah. We appreciate that. Thank you. We, as a town of people who sail the sands, we know the difference between what you eat when you're traveling and what you eat when you arrive. And it helps us appreciate it when we're here.
We appreciate your appreciation.
And she waits for everyone to start eating before she starts partaking. What are you doing, Zai?
So I think the crew has seen Zai go through like a spectrum today. Like, normally they're used to her being very, like, loose and languid and fluid. I mean, she's up in the nest. She's, like, she's in the catwalk. She's, like, balanced. She's fine. And then, like, as they got to the dock, she started to get a little stiff. And then Jens and Vay noticed her getting stiffer and stiffer the, like, closer to her house they got. And then, like, during the party, she kind of, like, started loosening up it a little bit. But as soon as, like, her mom started the speech, you just see all of that stiffness like return to her, and she's like picking at her food for during that speech, and then like not looking at her mom, and it just starts eating as soon as she says like eat, and she's just looking for a way to get out of here, like eat, but like don't be rude and immediately leave. Like, what is the soonest she could leave without being rude?
I gotta say, Zai, you did not tell us that your mother was such a hoot. She is great. Beautiful host. I mean, honestly, I can't imagine why you'd want to leave this place. You got dancing, you got great food.
I think Zai like twirls her fork so that she's holding it like this, makes eye contact with you, and stabs something.
That was good, right? Yeah.
And someone comes over and whispers something to Matka. And Zai, you recognize it as one of the messengers from the port. And she just nods when they say it. There are some ships anchored out to sea a bit. We have caught word that maybe Amon has put a bounty, so you may be in a precarious position when you leave. It looks like they're waiting. But that's not a problem at the moment. We're at a party. You have time to consider your options. Sorry to bring that to light.
Set fire to his ship again, I will.
Better to know it now than find out on the morrow.
Well, the fog will roll in the morning. That's what happens almost every day here. So you have an opportunity to use that to your advantage, I suspect. Zai knows that. One of the benefits or the problems of living next to a jungle.
Yeah, this is an interesting landscape you got. So I'm assuming you a lot of this food was foraged from that same jungle?
Yes, foraged or grown. I mean, we have foragers and we have farmers. Both.
We maintain the waste haven, so it's easy to get stuff there, and then we're always going out.
You're doing a beautiful service, honestly. You know, the world needs people like you. I mean, it needs people like us as well. You know, people willing to set sail and talk with people and trade with people. And it seems like there's a lot of traders and travelers amongst your ranks. I met a few, danced with a few of them. So it's nice to have all different sorts of people gathered together.
We enjoy food that has got bite. We enjoy people that have bite. You fit in well.
To that. Yeah. Dance chugs his water.
And then she puts in your empty glass some of the harder drink again. That water should suffice for a while.
You Matka. Here's to you, Matka.
I was told there were 5 crew people to your ship, and there are only 4 of you here.
Well, Heliodor's not feeling well. We'll send some food and
That's too bad.
To him later.
He can be.
Yeah, ate something that disagreed with them. I went down to pick them up, and whoo! Yeah. Let's just say you do not want to see them right now.
We should put some additional heat to that food, because that will help clean out whatever is in there causing the problems.
Good idea. I like that.
Heliodor is a hisk like me, and our palates are sensitive.
Ah. So do you like foods with heat, or?
I think not as much as you do.
Ah, okay. Then we'll keep the
sweating.
We'll keep the heat
Like-
aside then.
His fur is damp.
We appreciate complexity, but not necessarily pain.
I think Zai
Make it
like
stealthy.
grabs one of the smaller dishes and kind of like slides it closer to Malcolm because it's like less spicy and more like sour and bitter and a little umami and just kind of like not even still looking at her food, like trying to avoid her mom's eyes as much as possible, but just like slides that dish over and just keeps eating.
One of the benefits with it is that the way they eat is more like eating tapas. There's lots of small bowls of different styles and tastes that you can mix and match how you want. You can totally avoid the hottest stuff if you want.
There's been plenty of stuff to enjoy. That hasn't been an issue, and for the most part, my sense of smell is enough that I can. I'll put something on my plate and sort of bring it towards my mouth and realize, no, this will kill me, and put it back down.
And then you slide it onto my plate.
And after eating some, she stands up. She puts her hand on your hand, Vay, inadvertently, maybe, and says, "Well, I'll leave you to be. I'm sure you have planning and partying to do. Enjoy the rest of the evening." And she heads out into the party. And when she goes out into the front, the music starts up again, and you see people who, some people who have finished eating, they start kind of heading to the dance floor, to the yard where the dancing picks up.
As soon as she's gone, I will reach across the table and put my hand over Jen's goblet and pull it back and say, "No, we need to be functional in the morning.
Malcolm, what the heck, man?
We need to be functional in the morning.
We're gonna have to have
out of here early."
We're also gonna have some ship-to-ship combat, and I'm not saving your ass from the water sands again.
You know we're going to be fighting? You know that for a fact. For an actual factual fact.
We were
that we're
just
gonna be...
told there's a bounty on our head and there's ships waiting for us.
I'm sure that was an exaggeration. All right, fine. You know what? You twisted my arm.
Not yet, but I will.
Malcolm, you already have my hooch. You want to take my dignity as well? I tell you what. All the preparations, that's fine. I won't stay up late. I'll be a good little kelf, okay? So let me go talk to those, those people I met earlier, say my goodbyes, okay?
Mm-hmm.
In my head during that scene just now, I pictured a thought bubble popping up from someone saying, "Jen has no dignity already."
Yes.
Yes, there was that look towards Vay, like, leave his dignity?
My journal.
Yeah.
Sure.
Before I leave, I scoop up some of the food into a little to-go thing. It's like, am I allowed to take leftovers? I assume. Good day.
Grab the hottest kill you dish possible. It's like, yeah, here, take this with you. You'll love it.
Oh, lovely. Excellent. And I pour a little bit into Malcolm's dish. I think you like it as well.
Probably.
And then I head up. Yeah. So are the people, are the ladies and gents still waiting for me at the
Oh, yeah.
enjoying?
Oh, yeah. They're out on the dance floor and they wave you over.
Hey, there's my people. How are we doing? Still getting, is the night's still young, right?
Oh, yeah, we could. Although, if you're tired of dancing, we could go somewhere else if you wanted. I mean, it could go however you want.
Go however I want. That may be the sweetest thing anybody has ever said to me in my life. Lead on, players. Let's see where the night takes us. We ain't sleeping till dawn. Adios. Oh, but a little easy on the hooch, okay? We're doing recreational activities, but I can't get too messed up because apparently I got places to be, people to shoot at tomorrow. So,
Oh no. Okay.
yeah. That don't mean we can't have fun. Let's have fun.
And
With
the music kicks in, the
of us-
dancing. Go
The
on.
three of us at the table, we leave him here if he's not ready to go in the morning, right?
Oh, completely, yeah.
Uh,
That or, we take him and he falls in the water sands.
I won't toss him overboard, but
I will.
Such, I won't stop someone else from doing that. That would be wrong. That would not. Jens is very into people doing what they want to do. I wouldn't want to structure anyone's experience.
Yeah, I don't really feel like jumping off the ship to grab a drunkie out of the water sands.
Well, if we tie a rope to him and then toss him off, just for a moment, and then pull him back up, like...
Jens, you wind your way through the crowd with them, and you disappear into one of the homes.
All right.
The lights dim inside, and back at the party.
Curtain on that scene.
Yeah.
Jens can't lose. Just
Jens can't lose. Oh,
Can we
the last thing
rename
you
this
hear is
episode
like,
Jens
hey, anybody
can't
want some
lose?
spicy food?
I'll also, while it's just the three of us for the moment, I will briefly catch them up on... Heliodor is having visions of some kind, and I know they're related to that thing that we've got in the lockbox. I didn't get a lot of details, but his control of his abilities seems less reliable than usual.
Kit Tech is screwy.
I fucking hate it, but it's valuable.
Oh, don't ask me to help. I can hardly control my own.
Yeah. Hey, don't sell yourself short. I learned a lot from you.
Go back into my journal.
I was told that Malcolm learned a lot from me
I'm
today.
currently doodling Jen's shit-faced drunk dancing outside, and I'm gonna give it to him in the morning.
You've drawn him with pants on, though.
Shit.
I
Not
mean,
again.
during
Starts
the dance, he does have pants. It's after the dance.
Autistic imagination.
That's right.
Zai.
Artistic license. Artistic license.
We've unfortunately said it too many times to...
I am going to have a word with your parent.
Good luck with that.
I do not recommend.
Yeah,
And I won't stop you.
I'm being friendly.
yeah. Matka's trying to get me to follow the family business, as it were.
Mm-hmm.
The whole reason I left in the first place.
Mm-hmm. I don't have any problem with you as a crewmate. So, as long as you want to sail with me, you are more than welcome.
Oh, I'm staying sailing. Matka, this is an old tune played often between us.
Mm-hmm. I will go and find Matka, and not quite interrupt a conversation if she is having one. Madam, may I have a word in your ear about your child? A brief anecdote that may enlighten you as to the sort of person you have raised.
I'm all ears.
You are familiar with the structure of many ships, I'm sure. The crew, I mean, right? Captain to first mate to bosun to...
Of course.
On and down. Right. As am I. I grew up in the Armada. That's the way we do things. On the Grinning Jack, we don't. We are 5 equal partners. Sometimes for the better, sometimes for the worst. And it was your child that convinced me of the benefits of that arrangement. They are a most eloquent and persuasive speaker when they choose to be. I believe that they are capable of changing the world in the way that they want to. Give them some time, they may come around to changing the world in the way that you want them to.
I know Zai has in them the strength of character and the strength of intellect to tackle whatever it is that they want to do. I'm appreciative of them finding a crew that protects their interests and finds value in their being there. I've seen many crews falter because there was disunity at some point or in some place. But I don't believe you've been tested as a crew against the mettle of other crews yet much. And I know at this point that you will be because of what's happening out there already.
I would stand with these people against any other crew.
What if you come across a crew of 20 people instead of a crew of 4 or 5 like your ship has? Now, I'm not saying to give me an answer. I believe that you would stand there too.
Yes, but I might stand at the wheel while we made our escape.
I would hope.
There are times to fight and times to flee. We're not foolhardy.
In every crew, there are weak points that sometimes aren't obvious even to the crew. Don't assume that your crew is not without those fractures also.
I wouldn't. In fact, we strive to know each other's weak points so that we can protect ourselves from them. I fully acknowledge that every one of us has flaws, but we all have different flaws and different strengths, and together that makes us something unique on the water sands.
Just be careful of the cracks. They're there.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you have to patch them. Sometimes a cracked glass is not worth salvaging. I don't know what the case is. I just know that I want Zai to grow into someone even bigger than they think that they want to be.
I have enough aspiration for the 2 of us, possibly for the 5 of us.
Great.
I am happy to blaze a trail that Zai can follow.
We're going to send a few ships out in the morning, early, whenever you're ready to leave, to create some cover. But these will be we don't have any vessels in port at the moment that can do anything other than be a distraction or make it hard to know what ship is what for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
The fog will give you some protection for a little while, but once that burns away, I hope you're either distant
We'll be up and
or
out
prepared.
early. We'll be up and out early, regardless of how much that pains Jens.
Jens is a carouser. That's That's what they're... I'm sure Jens could drink more and more all through the night and wake up in time, stumble on the ship, and, if trained, throw up a sail. Then throw up overboard, continue on. It's the way of the...
If he was totally
of the
useless,
socials.
if he was totally useless, he wouldn't be on board.
Yes.
Just in the morning with a bounty on us. I prefer to be him in better shape than worse, but
Yeah.
we do what we can.
Their hands are soft, though, so I'm sure that'll be worked on over time.
For sure.
Well, thank you for keeping an eye on things, helping me out with getting the food out earlier. It's nice to meet you, Malcolm. And she puts her arm out. And they touch. Well, I'm going to go enjoy some dance and some drink, and if I don't see if I don't see Zai on their way out, you can tell them that we'll see them along the road. Not along the road. What's a better word than along the road if you're on the seas? Along the route.
We'll endeavor to turn our course back this way sooner rather than later.
And they give a nod and turn into the crowd, and they go right into the wheel to start dancing with the rest of the people that are there. And through the night, there's revelry and drinking and food. What are the rest of you doing before then? And actually, before we get to there, I'm going to hop over to Heliodor.
All right.
Heliodor, you're sitting in the cabin, and you feel the morning is starting to come, and there's like a fog rolling in, and it's kind of a heavy fog. It even rolls into the lower berth, the lower deck, and it's just a humid, heavy day, and in that water vapor in the air, you see a form that looks like the island that was drawn by the one who gave you the bugs. I mean, it's just there for a moment. You kind of sit up, and it's sort of, you realize it's probably just moonlight coming through the cracks of the floorboards. It probably wasn't really there.
To nobody in particular, Heliodor or Roxalad, today is going to be terrible. I can just feel it.
You do feel like you've got some rest, but it's been interspersed between these moments where you kind of wake up and think you see things and probably don't, or hear things and probably don't, except of course the blippers. That was definitely a sound you heard. And you start hearing activity out on the docks. It sounds like the morning is starting. And when morning starts on the docks, there's a sliver of sunlight on the horizon, not even a sliver of sunlight yet, like an oranging of the sky in the distance, and that's about it, and they're starting work. And you hear, we're here to finish up the work on the wood inside. Can we come aboard? And you realize there's no one there. They're kind of yelling it over to you. And you're downstairs, but you can hear them yelling it up to the ship.
I get up and I will go upstairs and I say, "Permission granted."
And the carpenters come on, and the fog is thick enough that you can kind of barely see them down on the dock. And when they come up, they're carrying the tools. All right. Thank you. We'll get to work. We'll be out of your hair in no time. You okay? You look a little tired.
I didn't get as much sleep as I wished I would last night.
You were at the party then?
No, actually, just nightmares. Maybe, I'm not sure.
Oh. Well, they have a little moon tea that might help with helping you sleep. Have you looked into that?
I'm not really sure it would help.
Okay. And they head down into the lower berths with their tools and the equipment they need.
I will perch myself like on the stairs so I can still peer into the hold, but also like look above top deck if I need to. So that's where I will be.
Okay. Back at the party, it goes on for many more hours. What are you going to do collectively there?
Collectively, well, I'm assuming has had a great time. I'm assuming he's not just gonna be in there for the next like 4 hours. Although
Probably
that would be crazy. No. So he goes out and at some point he rejoins with the rest of that group. He rejoins the dance and everything just feels a little more like cool and copacetic. He's maybe not as wild and frenetic in the dancing, but he's just like kind of just vibing the rest of the night. And true to his word, he's pacing himself.
Okay. What about the rest of you?
I think as soon as like dinner is over, Zai disappears and goes to 2 locations on the like outskirts of the village.
Okay.
One where she collects this like pitch black, almost like mud clay in a couple of containers, and another one where she collects this like almost pure white like clay mud type thing, and then goes to where she normally goes to hide from people when her mom decides to throw a party, and it's like a spot on the roof on the house that she's gone to like since she was a little kid, and
Okay.
it's like a little out of the way, but she can like keep an eye on everyone.
All right. You're sitting behind the chimney at the top, kind of able to peer around without people noticing you unless you put light on yourself or something. All right. Do you let anybody know you're going there?
I don't think I do, but I think
Okay.
like anyone that like knew me as a kid like like my mom probably knows where I am. Like anyone that like I was friends enough with to be like, you know, let's sneaky we like spy on the adults probably knows. Whether or not they know I'm there right now, they probably know of the location.
Okay. Vay, what are you doing? Where are you
I'm
going?
probably distracting myself by bouncing around and not trying to think, so I'm kind of like going to different parts where there's lights from like lanterns or whatever are about, and just drawing whatever I see, kind of getting a visual collection of the party and making this kind of multi-page soiree of different drawings and figures and things of that nature, while trying to not freak the hell out in the process.
Malcolm?
I slip away from the party for a few minutes to go back to the docks
Okay.
and use my spyglass to see if I can spot the ships in the distance, just to sort of find out what we're up against.
Make me a perception check. Perception roll.
14, but I am trained, I think. So I have been raised to size up potential threats and spot their vulnerabilities. If a creature NPC that you can see has a special weakness, a vulnerability, a negative modification, so on, I know what it is. I can do this one time every 10 hour, every long rest.
Okay. So, looking out there on the horizon, and the sun is not starting to come up or anything yet, so it's dark.
No, it's nighttime, yeah.
And you do see, actually, it looks like out on the horizon, it's pretty far out. You think you see maybe 3 lantern fires on some ships. It looks like there may be 3 ships or vessels. That 2 of them seem pretty close, 1 of them not so close, but they're not moving. You can watch them long enough, and you know they're anchored. They're not drifting, because if you watch long enough a drifting ship, you'll see it kind of move on the horizon more. And you know that a larger ship would have more lanterns.
Okay.
Whatever these are, they're small.
Probably be fast.
Maybe.
Yeah. All right.
But also not well armed, or not armed particularly well.
You know, a thrice
Probably.
Fire
Thrice fire's pretty nasty. Yeah.
Yeah. But, all right. Good. When I head back to the house and the party, sort of size up the lawn, the dance, the food outside, that's Zai up there. Okay.
Jens is back in the middle of the dancing.
Yeah, but he seems sober-ish. So
sobering.
Yeah, he can have his fun. If I can catch Zai's eye just to get a high sign, you're right up there.
Yeah, so I think you see her fiddling with something, and then she puts it down and kind of gives you the all clear.
Great. Then I will, find some place where I can put my back in a corner and sort of observe the proceedings. If people walk up to me, I will be as pleasant as possible. I'm not very good at it.
Okay.
Not with people who aren't from the Armada.
Right.
Everything comes across as a threat. Even, nice party you have here.
I'm gonna drink you under the table.
And the evening runs on for a while. The dancing and the partying, it sort of goes until the sun starts coming up and continues. Not everybody's dancing all night, but somebody's dancing all night.
Well, I think I will probably grab people.
You'll start gathering them up, right?
Before false dawn, because we got to get the hell out of here as soon as the sun comes up.
Without alcohol to fuel him and just powered on vibes, Jens actually ends the dancing before everyone else, which even he's surprised with, and he just gives the nod to Malcolm. It's like, see how good behavior I'm on. Just remember this, all right? I'm not always the fuck up. So and then Jens will head to the ship.
Heliodor, a couple people come by and stand on the dock at the bottom of the gangway. You're the crew or captain of the Grinning Jack?
I am of the crew, yes.
Do you know when you'll be heading out? We're getting our ships ready to go out with you, and wanted to make sure that we're all ready at the same time. Have you planned your escape time yet?
You would need to consult with my fellow crew members, Malcolm or Z, on that.
Oh. Okay. We only saw you on the ship. Is your crew not present at the moment?
They have yet to return from, and I look towards the party, and I gesture.
Oh. Understood.
Apologies.
Well, it's going to be a day where the fog will burn out relatively quickly once the sun is up, so moving sooner would be safer than later. So let them know when they arrive. But it will be a thick fog, for that time.
Heliodor makes a puzzled face. All right. I am uncertain as to why.
Oh, he doesn't know about the bounty.
He doesn't.
No.
I'm just wondering why
Well,
he's
I
trusting
will
me
make
too.
sure
He
to
doesn't even
tell-
know that Aman is coming back.
Nope.
No. Very well, I will make sure to let the two of them know about this when they arrive. Thank you for your time.
The plan is to be back at the ship before dawn, actually before false dawn.
Or sunrise, yeah.
Yeah. So,
Malcolm, you've got to catch Heliodor up on a lot of stuff.
yes.
I am not the leader.
And you, I guess, gather and head back to the ship. You get everyone together. Do you see anyone on your way out, or do you leave quietly?
No, I mean, if it's dawn. I mean, if the party's going strong, my plan is to slip out basically unnoticed. If the party is winding down, my plan is to slip out basically unnoticed.
Right.
I don't have any friends here. I'm taking my friends with me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zai?
Boss, little brother is probably passed out somewhere.
Yes.
He's
Already
too
gone.
little to last the whole party. But I think Zai leaves the thing that she was working on the roof for him. It's like a little bitty. The thing about True Home is there's certain things you can only get here, like the crystal bottles, or the clay that she picked up, because you have to mix in equal measures the black and the white clay to get this like gray shimmery clay. She's made like a little scraw, which is this spiky like toad thing that lives in the Great Oasis, and it comes and spawns in the Great Oasis, and she leaves it for him. And then I think she also leaves like a small, like, her best attempt at an impression of what she knows is her mom's favorite flower, like on the mantle. She knows she'll find it eventually.
Yeah.
But other than that, I think she kind of just like tries to
did.
slip out at least. Whether or not people let her do that, but doesn't like bring attention that she's leaving.
You slip out with the group. It's appropriately dramatic to leave without letting anyone know. It's better for the story and your return.
Jens has written down his names, some names of the people he spent a lovely evening with in his like little journal.
Okay. Nice.
It's not a notch on his bedpost. He's just like, he writes, and he makes sure to write, as he does, he writes sort of a tender little note about,
Okay. Very nice.
Gams for days.
That's tender.
Snores, but in a cute way. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I'm going with Malcolm and Zai.
Right.
Do we catch the people who are allegedly doing work on the ship? Jens might have not been paying attention, but was that planned for them to do the works on our ship?
Yeah, we did a
Okay.
trade on the way out.
Yeah.
We gave up some of our booze to hire some carpenters.
Oh, yeah, Jens was not around for that, I'm sure.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, that would not have been a fair trade for Jens. Not our booze. Give away the food.
Where's my stash?
It went to a good cause.
You get to the ship, and you actually hear kind of work going on when you get there, and you see Heliodor sitting at the top of the ladder down into the berths, or the stairway down into the berths, looking out and kind of looking in. There's a fog that's rolled in. It's a pretty thick fog when you get there already. And
Hey,
there.
Heliodor, up bright and early. You catch some shut-eye?
The carpenters are finishing up the work down below. Though, for some reason, some people came by to talk to Malcolm or Z about leaving when we do and the fog burning off. Not really sure what's going on with that.
Whoa! What about these carpenters? Y'all got carpenters on the ship?
Yeah, we hit
Right.
a Leviathan on the way in. Remember,
The whole
Sam?
reason we had to
right.
pull in was because we got damaged.
Yeah. All right. Geez, I don't know. I just thought there was a special word for a carpenter that works on a ship. Sorry.
It's a carpenter. It's a ship's carpenter.
Okay. Y'all expect me to
He
know
doesn't
all
look
these
as smashed
technical
as he
terms.
usually does. Did something else happen last night?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was the best. Yes, and then Jed's yeah. It was totally different.
That just gives Heliodor like a look and like a small shake of their head, like you don't want to know.
Well, you do want to know. There are 3 ships lying off the harbor. There's a bounty on us.
That one you do want to know.
Yeah, Amon's crew apparently did not take kindly to our parting gifts.
Yeah,
So,
to me setting a ship on fire, I liked it. It was a nice goodbye.
yeah,
They managed to put it out.
heartwarming.
Apparently, but the good news for all of us is Amon is not a popular little boy around these parts. In fact, most of these folks hate his guts.
Yeah.
So we've got a couple of ships that are going to run decoy in the fog, and we're going to beat Ginchfeet.
I'll go and I'll go find them because I'm assuming Modka is only gonna ask people she trusts to do something like this.
Heliodor will point you in the direction that they went and walked off in.
Yeah. So Zai's gonna go coordinate with them while y'all get the ship ready.
Yeah.
Heliodor will sigh and actually stand up, and he calls down into the berth below to the shipwrights. How much longer till the repairs are complete?
We were told to finish it up fast, so you guys had to get out, so we're almost done down here.
Great. Much appreciated.
I look at Malcolm and then say, very well then, let today's lunacy begin.
And I readied the ship as best I can with 3 people who are apprentice sailors.
Yeah, I'm just learning. I'm shadowing Malcolm. I'm just doing what he tells me to do because Jens is still in good behavior mode. He's feeling he's had a good night. He's feeling like his patience is topped up, so he's willing to put up with Mr. Straight-Laced.
I'll leave all the drawings I made of Jens on his bunk. Don't tell him, just leave them there and don't say anything.
Yeah.
Jay, your blanket is missing. It's currently covering the cage with the orange blippers.
Oh.
And
I'm gonna start looking for it.
I corner Jens at one point and say, I would like to have a word with you. I really appreciate your good behavior last night and this morning. Thank you for your assistance.
Mal, all the words you're saying are really nice words, but the manner in which you're delivering them makes it seem like you want to punch me in the throat. So am I reading an off vibe, or is it just unusual for you to actually tell someone they did a good job?
I want to reinforce the behavior I want to see in you.
This perhaps is not the best way to go about it. Listen, I'm a vibes-based guy, and I appreciate what you're going to do. I tell you what, I'll stay on my good behavior if it means you're never talking to me in this particular manner again.
I'm being as nice as possible.
I know, that's what scares me, Malcolm. I prefer your irascible nature. I can deal with that. You speaking like it sounds like you're walking on nails when you're talking to me. But I appreciate it. Yeah, good. Listen, good talk.
Job.
I'm gonna trust your words rather than your entire vibe, and just believe that you genuinely think I did a good job. So, you're welcome. Now, can you please tell me how these ropes work again? I forgot.
Yeah. We can do that.
Ropes.
Yep, ropes. Ropes for sales because sales need to go up.
Yeah, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
I know the sail needs to go up to catch the wind. So I'm learning. Hey, look at me, Jen's a sailor.
Great. Good. I understand that women find sailors sexy.
I don't need any help in that particular department, but thanks, man.
And a messenger comes to the ship. Who's probably at the... You're talking with... Probably
I would
Vey
be
is
somewhere
there.
on the deck,
Yeah. And
I mean,
you see this...
we're all on deck somewhere. So
Yeah.
I would just be
So-
lazing about, so I'd probably be closest.
Vey, you see somebody stop at the gangway, permission to come aboard, and it's someone young, like a delivery person or a messenger or something.
I look up from my journal I'm still doodling in, then just wave him on.
Comes on, and he hands you an envelope. Looks like an envelope.
Any names on this?
Nope. It looks like it's actually more like origami paper, like it folds down, like that's actually how they deliver their letters. There's no envelope to it. It's folded into an envelope form, but it just unfolds into a piece of paper. When you open it, I'm not sure if you open it.
Yeah, I'd probably open it.
It looks like three names. One is called the Spittlebuck. One says the Screaming Whisper, or Screaming Whisper, not the. And one says Red Tide. You don't know what any of those mean. You kind of know some of the words, but they don't mean anything to you.
I'm taking it immediately to Zai.
Okay. Zai, take it to Zai.
Got an envelope? Well, a message?
Well, Z went off to go talk to the ship that we're
Yeah,
gonna
she's
be...
down below, right? Talking to him?
No, she's off on somewhere else on the docks.
Yeah.
Right, you're right.
then I'll go to Malcolm.
Unless they're back. Yeah.
I figured she was in the lower. If she's not on the ship, I'll go to Malcolm and say the same thing.
Okay. You know that all those are names of ships.
Yes.
And-
but I don't know if there are escorts or they're the bounty hunters who are after us. Given the names,
One of them is surprising. It's a one crew ship. The Spittlebuck.
Mm-hmm.
Although they do, you know of these ships, and you know that they never attack ships on their own, but they have been partner in attacks, and the person who pilots that ship is an expert bowman and uses flaming arrows to try and hit ship sails and stuff. Luckily, you've got some pretty well defended sails.
yeah.
But nobody knows that except
Yes.
you guys.
Right. We don't make a. Yeah, we don't make it public knowledge, except unless someone is dancing in the middle of a circle and sharing secrets.
And the other two ships are about the size of yours.
All right.
Not unarmed, they're armed. One of them is a little faster than the other, maybe even, well, your ship is a little bit heavy, but not terribly heavy. You actually make up for your weight with additional maneuverability.
Yeah, the
So-
keel will
exactly.
keeps us faster. Yeah.
Yeah. One of them is a little bit faster than the other, and maybe as fast as you, or even a little bit faster. The other one, as far as you know, is about typical, and you would probably be able to outrun it if you could hit open water before it. But the small one you can't outrun. It's a fast little thing.
Yeah. Right. So we'll have to deal with that when it draws alongside of us. All right.
Yeah.
Good to know. I'll put that information and the note in my back pocket.
Okay.
Right now, just focus on. We could actually use another pair of hands.
Where?
Yours.
I suppose. What do you need?
Great. Good. Coil those lines neatly, please.
I head over and do that.
Just redoing the work that I've done.
No, because I'm working with you. No, it's
That's
just, right? Clear, need to keep the deck clear so nobody trips over anything. No, right? I mean, we're getting ready to get underway again. Heliodor, if you could urge the carpenters along, that would be great.
I've already told them they're working as fast as they can.
All right.
Where's Z?
Went to get our escorts, or tell them they should be back soon, I hope.
Yeah. Z, you go down and it doesn't take you long. The harbor master, he directs you immediately to where they are. He said they're already waiting. They're ready. Their sails are actually unfurled and they're holding on tight, waiting to roll. You're going to have not a very strong wind, but you're going to have a heavy fog, so you'll have some ability to move, but you need to get out as soon as you possibly can, even before the sun starts rolling up. And the sun is actually starting to, not the sun, but you can see the change in color in the distance on the horizon line. Yep.
Yeah.
As soon as we get the carpenters out, we're rolling, so we're getting prepped. So keep an eye out. It'll be quick and fast.
All right. Are you doing anything? Are you doing anything else out there, Zai? Or are you going back to the ship?
I think just coordinating a little bit, like what the plan is as far as they're distracting, and like so that I'm not completely ignorant of what they're gonna do to distract, and then go back to the ship and help because I did leave Malcolm with 3 people that don't know how to sail.
Yeah.
To get the ship ready.
All right. Well, then why don't we break here then, and we'll get to exiting the harbor with them tomorrow, or not tomorrow, next time we're together, and you have a little bit of time to kind of figure out what you want to do with your distraction crews.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
The Great Escape.
Yes. All right. Let's go around, say who everyone is, where they can be found again, and why don't we start this time with Jens.
All right, I was Jens Pulsar, played by Marlon Dance-Hooi. You can find me on my website, marlondance.com, or on the Linktree link that Scott has popped into the chat. Doing a bunch of different projects. Got a couple of my voices appearing in a couple of video games that are coming out, which I'll be very excited when they're announced. Got the audiobook thing going on, and one thing that I'm very excited about is I will be playing a character in the narrative podcast Our Wars Have Ended, which is the same podcast creators as the Silt Verses. Really, really exciting. You should check that out.
Wow, I love the Silt Verses.
They're so good, right? They're so good.
Love the Silt Verses.
Amazing, yeah. So they've got a new thing coming out called Our Wars Have Ended. 2 words, Regency, Zombies. So, yeah, I like it. So that's it. And a bunch of other things. I'm around. Look me up.
All right. Heliodor.
Hello. It's me, Crest, pronounced him. I play Heliodor, the Icean Hisk Blightsinger who awakens dreams. You can find me on Teleport with just the word Crest, and from there you can find your way to my other socials. I am the primary game master and producer of the podcast Many Stories and Many Games, the podcast where there's ways another story to be told and the game to be played.
All right. Zai.
Hi, you can find me on Linktree and the zillion things I do at that justkay Linktree link. I am the general manager of Underground Oracle Publishing. If you liked the setting Harrow, we did that. It's a 300-page monstrosity of defense that you can use. If you like the Cypher system, we got tons of things in the Cypher system, tons of things in 5e. We also have coming out, starting here soon in the next year, stuff in Daggerheart, including a full, what will probably also be a monstrosity of a setting book, Foxfire, in Daggerheart. If you like weird shit, DM Dalliance, all my fun free stuff is super weird because it's doom scrolling on TikTok till something goes, oh, I should make that a thing. I'm also involved in tons of projects, including next year you'll see a Villainous by the Hour stream pop up, which is Magical Girl Villains. If you could hire them for jobs, because there are too many superheroes and somebody's got to fight them. So check that out. Everything is on the socials, including things coming out next year that I can't say yet. So check it out.
All right. Vey.
Hello, I am Jayke. I play Vey, a blight slinger, passive-aggressive medic. And you can find me for multiple projects under Fragment Press, 5e stuff primarily. I do a bunch of solo ventures, and upcoming we are working on a TTRPG engine, not too dissimilar from Cypher, that will be publicly available sometime in like 2 months. And yeah, that's me. And yeah.
Malcolm.
Hello, friends. I'm Alex Newman, 7minutegm.com. I'm the significantly less scary person who plays Malcolm. You can meet me in the flesh at the Philadelphia Area Games Exposition, where I will be running all sorts of cool stuff, including an original Harrow adventure, if you would like to come and play on the water sands with me. And I just learned during this podcast that a project that I'm part of called Dungeon Master Challenge is going to be dropping in the middle of the month. So super excited about that. It's basically Shark Tank for DMs. So it'd be a lot of fun.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. I'm Scott, or Zeal. You can find me everywhere at ZealZaddy. I will drop in a link real quick. And we will see you in 2 weeks. Next week, you'll see me running Triangle Agency on Monday night. That's the game I'm running alternating with. See you next time. Have a good night, everybody. Bye.
Bye.